Support for this podcast comes from the patrons at patreon.com/FMLFPL. Okay! Welcome to FMLFPL on.
Miss Walsh.
Hello.
How you doing? You having a nice day today?
Oh my god, so celebratory. It is the fucking best thing ever.
The league winning day for your little
so
Reds.
Good. It's so good. I wore the kit you got me right over this shoulder.
It's a nice looking kit.
Beautiful kid. Candy. My nephew FaceTimed me. He's like, why does it say candy? It's like, you wouldn't understand. Sponsorships and companies and all this stuff. Yeah, it was fucking great, dude. I had a blast. It's an amazing feeling. I went so long without any of my teams winning anything, and I got lucky, and Liverpool are winning everything.
Yeah, they won COVID year. You got a little fuckling.
Yep.
The other year,
Domestic
you got
cups.
Well, yeah, those I'm sure.
Oh, it's still great.
Yeah.
And Palace might win it this year.
Yeah.
Tough.
I don't know.
Tough game.
I know. I mean, if we were playing NFO, I'd have hopes, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
I also just don't really care. Like, I don't know.
You should care. I think you gotta, but you should try to care. It's the biggest trophy without a fucking oil takeover. It's the biggest trophy Palace could win. And it's fucking amazing when your team wins stuff. It's the best.
But it's like, it's just the competition is so... I mean, I haven't watched 1 second of an FA Cup game this year.
That's okay. You'll watch the final.
I mean, yeah, I might. But it's like the same... It's like they just drop them into this like other thing. It's like a parallel universe that I just don't pay attention to. The backup goalkeeper plays. Like, I just don't care about any of it. And then all of a sudden, like, you're supposed to... I don't know. I mean, I get it. I get the concept. I get the theory. But I have no investment in like any of it, even though it's Palace and I watch every Premier League game.
Yeah,
but it's
case in point is I had literally no idea the Forest City game was even happening until hours after watching and jerking at all the Liverpool celebrations. I was like, oh shit, yeah, that game happened today. Yeah. There was another game apparently, and that was all our Discord. I would have never known if I didn't just open Discord and they're like, oh, fucking MGW hit the post. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
He hit the what now?
I knew about it because we were playing in it, so I had a half of an eye on it.
Yeah.
It's hard to describe, like...
No,
in England, you know, it's I don't know. It's like they did the thing in the NBA. I heard about they had like the playoffs in the middle of the season or something for like the
bubble
Christmas or something. I don't know. It's like, do you fucking care about some other thing they make up for like revenue? And it's I know this is a historical competition. It's been around for 200 years or whatever.
Yeah, that's the thing that is so disconnected for us between people who in the UK, right? It's like this used to be considered one of the like 2 or 3 major trophies that are even winnable in the world, you know, when like in English. And for us, it's always been presented as like, yeah, there's this other thing that every country does. But then I watched the highlights of the Copa del Rey and it was like, fuck, it was a fucking final. It was like a Champions League final vibe. Barcelona, Madrid, like it was an incredible game. So, you know, it's still fun. Know. And your guys lift the thing and Pardew does a dance and it's all good.
Pardew does a dance and no one lifted the thing that day, but we'll see what happens in a month or whenever the fucking game is. But enough about my pessimism on this. I mean, you're the Reds. The Reds.
It was great, dude. It was fucking great. I haven't fully connected.
The blue flares.
That was amazing.
You gotta give it to
so amazing.
Off. Oh, that's hats off.
That's true, like rivalry trolling kind of shit.
So good.
Selling the fucking flares that are blue with the red label is, and then just seeing them in the
in the wild.
So good.
The evidence.
It's amazing. Fucking amazing. Great job by whoever did that.
Yeah.
So
and Gakpo belongs to Jesus.
I mean,
You learn new things all the time.
And as we discussed, that means if you own Gakpo and FPL, you own a piece of Jesus, and that's pretty good and meaningful for some people.
Alice Swan approves.
He probably made the shirt.
He's the CEO of the t-shirt company.
Yeah, he held the tie-dye making class, and everyone brought their shirts, and they're gonna dye it.
It was like the first time that taking your shirt off should have been a yellow card offense.
Yes.
That's yellow card offensive.
Hey, you're advertising.
You're advertising.
Yeah.
Yeah. Disgusting.
Great job.
On similar note, I started watching Conclave last night.
I like it.
I will finish it in the next 2 weeks because it's a movie.
What? It's a movie? It's so much shorter than a show.
20 minutes at a time, baby.
You're not even watching a movie. Oh my God.
We chip away.
That's so infuriating.
I have never sat down and watched a movie. I haven't done that in 6 years.
But you watch hour-long TV shows.
Yeah, but that's an hour long. That's like my max capacity.
30?
It's too much.
So watch it an hour and then a half hour, not 20-minute chunks.
So,
oh God, that is
infuriating. See where we go. All right, it gives me time to contemplate the events.
Well, it's nice because we got like
Who's
a little.
The baddie?
We got
which one really belongs to Jesus, which one's fronting for Jesus.
And we got like a tutorial of what the hell is going to happen when the Pope dies. And then the Pope died. And now I'm like, oh, I know what's going on a little bit.
Yeah, well, yeah, I've seen plenty of, white smoke, gray smoke things, but this isn't my first rodeo on that front. But yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there.
Here's Team Walsh. Free hit Walsh.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I haven't been obviously checking everyone's teams and shit, but it feels like about as bad as you could roll on free hit. I'm sure people are getting hundreds.
Yeah, I've seen hundreds. Yeah. The template got 90 plus.
Yeah. So
the most template possible free hit was 90 plus.
Yeah. So we didn't do so great on this one.
Yeah. What were I guess it was more Jim and Welbs than it was not having Cunha in a way.
Well, I think it was not having Cunha was enormous.
Yeah, but Sa is basically the same, right?
Yeah, but everyone got a clean sheet at a lot of people had Sa, first of all.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I mean, Sa, Cunha, 8 Nori was that not template Wolves 3? I mean, I don't know.
I'll pull up the I'm in this mini league with like 4 other content creator friends, and they're template.
Either way, like the goalkeeper, but like I didn't have trips. Like I mean, I got the lowest possible roll of Newcastle players.
The Newcastle game murdered you. That murdered you maybe the most.
Burn and Trips both got double-digit hauls.
Yeah,
and Cess. I mean, Cess and Bowen.
Cess, yeah.
I mean, I started, starting Welbs and Jim was just...
This is actually interesting because these guys, literally everyone in this league, free hit. It's me, it's LR, Zofar, Baker's been on the show, Danny, whose show I was on, and someone else I don't know. 100% of them free hit. The guys that were 100% ownership on their team were Cess, Murphy, Wait, no, this is fucking wrong. What is this website? Never mind. This website is fucking ridiculous. Oh, it's showing my team. Why would it include my team in this? Never mind. Fuck it all to hell.
This is going well.
It's a disaster. It's a disaster. But it does have their points, and their average was 92.6.
Yeah, which feels about right.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. 100%
I mean, I
just 8 Nori and Cunha, but I don't know.
I mean, Cunha got like fucking 20 points. Like
he got 15 and Sa got 12. On only one of these dudes had Sa, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, only one. But the other end of that is fucking Bob Sanchez got 9. He's owned here. 2 of them had Pope. He had 6.
Yeah,
they didn't get nothing.
Yeah, the only possibility of getting nothing from goalkeepers if you got Leno. Everyone else had, Bob, Monster, or Pope. So the difference is much smaller. Yeah, Vicario, of course.
Yeah, I'm just trolling. But
starting Welbs and Bowen, that was a 50-50 I had late.
Yeah.
And I picked the wrong guy there. And I mean, I put Trent in late. Like I had Soboslai in for a while. I was going to go 3-5-2 with with Soboslai in instead of Welbs or Bowen, but I don't know.
And then obviously some people, very few, but some people capped Cunha also.
Yeah, well, that's forget about it. Yeah, forget about it if you did that.
Sammy. But yeah, it was sort of just, it just didn't work out in your favor. That red card really framed that Newcastle game also. I mean, you had that on, right? Because that was nowhere near a clean before the red card.
It was like, near a clean. It would have been very unlikely, but I
mean,
they were still,
that's what I mean. Yeah.
But I mean, that was another thing where like the red card happened so early, and I'm sitting there with triple attack. I'm like, oh, they're all going to get 10 plus points.
Fly.
And Barnes was one of the worst games I've ever seen him play in my life.
Awful.
And Murph Dog is just putting phenomenal balls into no one, and Isak's just running around. So,
thank you for saying that, because Murphy was just like he put at least, I think, 3 perfect crosses in that didn't turn into anything, and it was just like, oh, cool.
It was infuriating.
This is fun.
Infuriating. So that didn't work. And then my triple Wolves defense gambit really came in. I mean, that was the only thing I did do well. But
yeah, the Wolves came in.
I mean, not having Cunha though at the same time is like, people are just getting sass. I mean, there are people that got 45 points from their 3 defenders and goalkeeper combined. Like,
I mean, that's obviously
everyone hit
far end of the spectrum. But
it's not though. That's not like, because Tripp, Sess, like Newcastle defenders, Nori, like they all got 10 plus points.
Yeah.
And those are the players that are Cucurella, right? Like those are the players that everyone had. Like,
I mean, Cook got 6, but I mean, a lot of people probably had at least 2 of those. Yeah. It seemed like template was like really Nori Tripps heavy, and then like you had a keeper. Most keepers at least got a clean, if not more. And then some people had Sess. I don't think he was like template, but some people had Sess, and that's another fucking 11-pointer.
Which was lucky as fuck. Yeah. He scored a stoppage time. Yeah. He was on for 2.
And he was playing fullback.
Yeah, he was playing fullback. He wasn't even
playing winger.
Yeah, so...
Yeah. It was every single thing you could have dreamed of if you were a template free hitter hit. It was just like the perfect week. It was just like absolute perfect week.
Yeah.
So, happens. Yeah. And meanwhile, I'm here on 55 points with didn't free hit.
Well, your free hit's coming, but that's still for a non-free hit team, you still have 3 guys to go. You might get more points than me.
That's what shows the variability of this week, too. Because, even just right now, I'm on a tiny green and I have 3 guys left, which is insane because you got 75. All these free hit dudes that I'm talking about got 90 plus, and I'm on 55 and I got a small green. It's like very confusing to me. But I have Milinkovic, Bumo, Wood. We'll see if they do anything on Thursday.
And you still have Palmer.
What? Palmer clean. Well, he banked the clean.
You got green now, you still have Palmer.
He banked the clean, yeah. Amazing. I viced them. Always cap your vice. But it's useless to talk about now. There's days of diddling the bonus points ahead of us.
Oh yeah, if that's another good point.
That's good. We don't even know what we have right now. I might be on 75. You might be on 55, and then Thursday. So it's
the Saw pen save was just.
Oh my!
If that didn't happen, like
if that didn't happen, you'd be on a red.
That was like a 20-point pen save for me.
Yeah,
I'd be on. I'd definitely be on a red.
Yeah, 4 plus the actual points for the pen save. Plus
it was also never a pen. Did you see it?
Yeah, he kind of just like stuck his foot in there and jumped.
He kicked the ball far away from Sa, and then he went away from the ball to stamp on Sa to make contact.
Yeah,
it was just like what's
he's
going
always
on here?
Been, and it sounds like I'm like trolling maybe, but he's always been best in the league at just like diving, like selling a dive.
Yeah, he's really good at selling a dive.
Like when Mo dives, it looks like the most ridiculous thing you've ever seen in your life. And anyone who doesn't even watch the sport is like, what was that? But Vardy dives every game and it looks real. He's just really good at it. I don't know. It's a weird skill to have, but he has it.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on here.
All right.
So, let's start with your team because they move on. They're in the final. They're obviously safe. They somewhat have nothing to play for. So Fed asked thoughts on Palace in the Prem for the rest of the season. They did the smackdown of Villa. Does it give them the morale to start unbeaching, or are they now so focused on the cup, then they'll disappear into the soft form sands of who gives a fuck? And Superhand said, is Eze playing himself into being the most essential game week 1 pick again? Looking way far ahead. Way far ahead.
I can't touch that one. I mean, I think you should sell all of your Palace players.
Really?
I don't think there's a single pick in the team. Yeah, I mean, that's all that we've been seeing leading up to the semifinal.
Well, yeah, they fell off.
We were not trying. He's subbing guys at whenever the fuck, and it's all a reverse engineer to the game that matters.
Yeah.
And he's just going to do the exact same thing. All 4 of these games that remain in the league are literal training ground game exercise scrimmages for him to just monitor fitness, maybe work on 1 or 2 little things, rotate heavily, and make sure everyone's focused on the final. I don't think they're going to game plan for any of the games. I think all they're going to do is look at City. Literally, that's all they're going to do in the training. That's all we're going to do.
Yeah.
And we're going to play in the same system.
Yeah, and if anyone has a knock or whatever,
forget it.
They're not playing. They're getting subbed at half.
Yeah, forget it. Yeah. So, I mean, I have, Sar, Eze, and Munoz. I'm looking at as quickly as possible having none of them.
I didn't even mention I did Munoz to Sessignon. I got a cheeky plus 11 right there. Oh my God. Yeah.
Not bad.
Good transfer. But so they have
without that one.
They're home NFO on Monday, then they're away Spurs on Sunday, and then they have the final the weekend after that. So yeah, I mean, there's just nothing. There's nothing to it. Part of it for me is not even the fact that they're just beach. It's that we can't predict anything. They could fucking score 3 goals against Spurs, but we don't know who's going to be on the pitch, who's going to score the goals, who's getting subbed at half, who's starting. All that is just up in the air, so they're not really ownable, right?
Yeah. No, I think that's my read on the situation. And I'm going to, stick to it and do everything. I have 2 frees right now, so I'm in good shape to divest here. And
I could just bench Sar, I guess, in my team. But yeah, I mean, I think you're in a similar situation to most people who free hit who are tripled up. So it's going to be a matter of how many transfers am I using to get out of there? Because on paper, you look at home NFO and the way they're playing, and you're like, yeah, that's fine. But
they're also going to be off. What are we playing them on Monday? So they're going to be on a short week, right? Mm-hmm. They play Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday to Monday, which for them is very short. Yeah. I don't know. And they're also going to have a double now, probably because they qualified for the final, which might just be the biggest bait of all time.
I'm sure it will be.
Yeah. So we'll revisit that later, I guess.
Well, I think on that note, the most important thing for us to do right now is to try and identify which teams do we even want players from.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's really important. Yeah, I mean, there's I don't have it up right now, but maybe I should get it up. But just teams, all I want to find are what are the chances of qualifying for UCL? What are the chances of qualifying for Europa? What are the chances of qualifying for a conference? And those are the only fucking teams that have anything to play for.
I mean, so Villa are definitely on the short list all of a sudden.
It's City, Newcastle, NFO, Chelsea, Villa. And then the Conference League outsiders are what? Bournemouth and Fulham and Brentford or something? Brighton?
Yeah. I mean,
it's something like that.
Yeah, but it also, you can't just look at the list and say, these are 4 or 5 teams that might have something to play for. So we're going to pick, some of those teams just don't have any picks because they're fucking terrible.
But I'm just saying, that's the beginning of the narrowing down.
And then you narrow
that's the
further,
bucket.
right.
I mean, listen, Chelsea are fucking horrible. And they had the easiest clean of their lives against Everton. They
almost conceded, very, very almost conceded to Dwight McNeil at the moment. Yeah.
And everyone almost concedes every game. But people got Bob Sanchez and Cucurella points because they just coasted to a clean against the team who had nothing to play for. But their fixtures now are fucking, what do you even do with their fixtures?
They don't play Everton again at home, so
What is home Liverpool? What is home Man United? I have no idea what either of those games are.
I mean, they're horrible. Chelsea don't exist to me. Like, I don't even consider them a team in the division. They're like Leicester. They're in the same category, so I don't have to bother wasting time looking at them. Yeah. But I think Villa are very high on the list, especially with the Rashford injury. Like, Watkins is like number one for me. Yeah. I'm definitely bringing him in this week.
Is the Rash injury like actually long term, or was it just
like said he's out for a few weeks?
That's enough for me.
That's the rest of the season. So
that's basically the rest of the season. Yeah.
Yeah.
Home
so I mean, I think
at Bournemouth, home Spurs, at Man United. Good.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, they have everything to play for, and they can chill playing once a week now and just really put everything into these last 4 games in this like little mini window. So I expect them to finish really strongly. And I think Ollie's phenomenal pick. I think he's like probably City, everyone has City players. Like, I don't know, City are obviously do City stuff, but I think Ollie's like number one, maybe of all the picks right now.
I'd still rather have Marm and Isak, I think. But if Ollie's the third best forward, I could definitely believe that.
Yeah, Isak's right next to him. I wasn't thinking of Isak.
Well, he played really badly, and he kind of has been bad, and the only reason he got points is because they got a pen.
It's not. Yeah,
scuffed everything that game. But I still just trust them. I still just trust them. Like,
they're both good. Like, they should both. Be
they're both. I
mean,
good.
Isak's in everyone's team anyway. I mean, I'm looking more at like players in the game that nobody owns. Like, Ollie's very few people own Ollie.
Yeah.
It's not like he's been playing well either, right? Just strictly, I think from the pedigree and the 4 games mattering, and the team like more or less like playing okay.
Yeah, no, that's a good target. Yeah,
Ollie's like the top of my list for sure.
Yeah, and Rodgers has to be in the conversation if Ollie's in the conversation. He's the only other ownable asset in the entire fucking club's history. He plays every single game. He's still really cheap.
Yeah.
If we're all like getting rid of like Sarr and Eze and whatever, like he's an option.
Yeah. It's so hard for me with him because he just has these games where he just doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
He literally does nothing. And, he'll maybe get an assist in those games. We made a side pass or something like, okay, fine. But he just doesn't do anything. He carries the ball and progresses it. And that's literally all he does. I'm just like, what is going on here? This isn't a pick. And then he pops up with these little trickling along returns here and there. But, it's really, really tough.
Yeah.
We have to do some Rodgers post-morteming. I don't know what the conversation is, but something
there. Yeah. And then on those other teams that I listed, I mean, NFO are like maybe completely falling apart. I mean, their defense has taken like a steep downturn. And they did win their last game, and Wood scored. Maybe Wood's an option again. I don't know. I still have him on my team because what the fuck ever. But it does feel like they're barely hanging on. They're a fucking dangling tooth that's about to be ripped out of their mouths to missing Champions League. And they have a good schedule. That's the one thing that they have. They have home Brentford on Thursday. We don't know how that's going to go. At Palace, aforementioned, probably good. Home Leicester, at West Ham is 2 of the bottom 4 teams in the league. And then home Chelsea is another one of the worst teams in the league. So they have like the fixtures. They've been playing so badly. It's kind of hard to go there.
Yeah, that's the biggest issue is they've been playing so badly. And
like I still feel okay starting Wood every week, but I don't feel phenomenal about that. I mean,
yeah, you're just kind of backed into a corner where the fixtures and are good enough, and the alternative options aren't good enough that you're probably not going to be transferring Wood out.
Exactly.
When we're looking at the last 4 game weeks, but there's no confidence to be brought in from this. Like they've fallen off a cliff. I mean, they look like the bad version of
Nuno team.
Yeah. I mean, this is
Nuno.
This is like what I would have expected them to look like all season. They just somehow haven't. And it's literally like the exact same Wolves season when they were just winning every one possession game. Like they're winning 2-1,
6th or something crazy,
something insane, and then they just sacked him the next year because he's a bad manager and the team is bad. But I mean, I'm not but at the same time, I'm not buying any of these players. Like I'm not transferring NFL players in.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah,
probably not.
I think Newcastle are another like.
But everyone has three, right?
Most do. I mean, I don't. I
that's the
only
difference
have two.
between Villa. Oh, you only have two.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna bring a third and probably like a defender. I don't know, some shit. But yeah, I mean, you should have 3 City and 3 Newcastle players.
I think that's
in your team.
locked in.
Yeah.
And then ironically, the 2 top teams. I don't know if you want any players. I mean, I still want Mo. He's still obviously going to play every game and go for his records and all this bullshit. No idea who else is going to play any of the Liverpool minutes. Literally none. And then Arsenal. I mean, we got questions about like Saka. I think it was who was it? It was Brian and Voldy. Like, is Saka a sell? And it's just
of course he's a sell. He's not going to play.
Sell. Like
shouldn't have been bought.
Low priority. I know. That was such a satisfying run of 1-pointers from Saka after he scammed that 8-pointer. It's just like, no, he's a fucking bad pick and was the whole time and still is.
I mean, his minutes are 24, 45, 27, 56, 30. So get absolutely fucked.
And the only game he started in that whole run, the Ipswich game, he almost got his fucking leg chopped off.
Yeah, well, he also almost scored like 4 goals.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, from an Arteta perspective, it's like, what am I doing?
Yeah, this is why
we're automatically losing in the Champions League if he's out, so I can't do that anymore.
Well, now he doesn't have to lie to the public, the entire world, and say that the title is not over. Now it's over, so maybe you can actually rest the players. But
yes.
Yeah, I mean, like, I have Saliba, and I mean, if I could have none, I would prefer that. I'm not going to do anything with him. He's just going to be in my team the rest of the year, and I'm going to be unhappy about it. But
that sounds sad. It doesn't sound nice.
It isn't nice. He's been very bad to me since I got him. But Saka, bad pick. Sell him for sure.
Yeah.
Don't get anyone. They have 2 games that matter the rest of the season, and none of them are the four league games.
Yeah, they have what's their schedule? They have my fucking browser.
Bournemouth, Liverpool, Newcastle, Southampton.
So they have PSG, Bournemouth, PSG, Liverpool, and then Newcastle, Southampton, and then maybe a fucking final after that. So it's even like, unless we get leaks on literal game week 38 leaks against Southampton, you don't want any of their players until then.
Yeah, I might just get rid of Saliba because owning him.
I think you should.
Awful.
I mean, there's no reason to hold him. This is the last chance you have to bring someone in who's actually going to play.
Well, I have Munoz, so that's not good.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, maybe a -16 for you soon.
Could be.
I mean, so Shiv's question was in line with what we're talking about. Our pool beached now, which I was thinking, like, how is there not a fucking article that has just done a study on this? Like, can someone just write that article or pay me to write this article?
After the team wins the league,
the title win. Yeah, like, what's their league form and rotation after confirming winning the title? Because in my head, it's really bad. Everyone gets rotated, the form falls off, they lose and draw dumb games and no cleans and yada yada. But I don't actually know if that's true.
Yeah, that's not in my head at all. I think
really?
It's yeah. I mean, I'm sure he'll give Harv a start here or there or something, but it's not like we're going to be seeing fucking Kwanzaa starting the rest of the year. I mean, the form is definitely
not the rest of the year, but I think he'll get a start. I think Chiesa will get a start, and Harvey will get a start. And it'll just be weird.
Yeah, it's possible, and it could be weird. And also, it could be weird, and they could still just be in party mode, playing other teams that are terrible, which is what they have on their schedule, or rotated heavily, which is what they have on their schedule.
Yeah.
So
Chelsea and Arsenal,
these are beach open vibe games, like the next 4 that they have on the schedule. So I expect it to be that way. I'm with you on the cleans should be suspect, because why would they be good? But like, I'm happy to have Diaz. Like, I'm very happy to just hold him. I mean, Mo, yeah, fine. I mean, who else really would you be picking? Like, that's probably about it. I mean, maybe Trent.
Yeah.
You could talk about Trent. I mean, he played very, very fullback-y today.
Yeah. And he might not start. And if Bradley's ever fit again.
Yeah. Trent
he might not start.
Yeah. So, I mean, I still think like Mo and Diaz are both just like good picks.
Diaz is such a good player. But again, at center forward, 1 shot, 1 goal. That's the only shot he got the entire game. I mean, but still.
He's not the best passer.
No, that's not his thing at all. But he's a really insane dribbler, and his engine is fucking crazy.
But But yeah, I don't know. I just feel like they're going to be, they're going to score goals and
yeah, maybe I'll do the study and report back on Thursday because it's just it's pure memory at that point. I don't know what they're going to do, and it's also obviously a new manager, so we don't even know what did he do at fucking Feyenoord when they won the title. I have no idea.
Yeah, or if you can even port it over if there's anything even to learn from that.
Right.
It's like it's all such a unique situation each year.
Yeah, totally. So on the note of Newcastle, Bontum said, do we hold our triple Newcastle for the rest of the season? It's an emphatic yes, right?
Yeah, it's a no-brainer. I mean, they need to win all the games, basically. Like and they have games against teams that are in direct competition with them for the spot. Schedule? Like they're playing Chelsea still. Right. They have Arsenal, they have Brighton, they have Everton. So the fixtures are pretty good, and
it's so tight. I mean, they're on 62, City's on 61, Chelsea and NFL on 60, and Villa on 57. They cannot afford to just like lose random games.
Yeah,
and fall off. I guess the only questionable pick that is, I assume, in some people's team is Harvey.
Barnes.
Yeah. Because Gordon is maybe not fit enough to start yet, but he's like getting there. He subbed on, obviously. He might not start all the games, so
he shouldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he really shouldn't. There's 4 games to go. So. But yeah, you should definitely have 3 Newcastle players for the rest of the year.
Yeah, I think so too. Hemdog said, what's a good defense in the post doubles and blanks, aka the rest of the run-in? So just pure defenders?
I think it's I think it's similar to the teams we're talking about. Like, I think you're good to have a City defender.
Yeah, Gavard is for sure.
Yeah, good for a Newcastle defender and good for like a Villa defender, probably. Honestly, Villa would probably
honestly
be
don't trust a Villa defender, but I don't
trust anybody. This isn't a long list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, would you rather a Villa defender than an NFO defender?
Yeah.
Because I see NFO's fixtures are just way better. Even though they've been bad lately, I still feel like I trust them more for a clean. Could be wrong.
I would if we're looking at a composite game week 1 to the current, but over the last 2 months, that's emphatically the other way for me. It's Villa. I mean, Villa have the low key their defense, and they've been cleaning like very well for the last like 2 months. Really, they've just been playing really well. So
I mean, they have 2 cleans since game week 21, right? I mean, it's not like they clean a lot. They clean sometimes. They clean Southampton and Brighton.
Yeah, well, 21's far, but I mean, they've been good in the Champions League. Their underlyings have been good. Like they've just been winning. They've been playing really well.
Yeah.
NFO have just been doing none of that. Like, I mean, they just park, and then I expect them to concede eventually because they just park
for
a whole game. So, I think they've just been riding their luck, and now we're on the other side, and the stench it smells. They don't have Aina anymore, who's been like low key their best player maybe this year.
Yes, he's been unbelievable. Yeah.
Isn't Nico out too?
That was the most confusing thing. Nico got suspended, but that was for the FA Cup game. He's not in the league.
He'll be back. He'll be back like a
teenager in the FA Cup or something. But yeah, I mean, Aina should be back soon. We'll know.
I think they're just tired. Like, I think NFO's tired.
Yeah,
like
I think that's really fair.
They have played 14 players all season, or maybe even like 13, and it's his style is extremely demanding physically because they're just getting shifted all game. They don't have the ball, so they're just running
like dogs running around after the ball.
They're just running in their formation, trying to make sure the gaps are tight, and you have to be switched on. Like they're just, I think, exhausted. So I'm out. Like, I'm real full out on NFO. Like, I want no NFO players if I could help it.
I still think I would trust them more than Villa for cleans.
Yeah. Okay.
But the list is really fucking short for like defenders who you want to bring into your team. I mean, there's basically no one else.
No, I think City, Villa, Newcastle are the 3 teams, and there's no other team.
And I'm adding NFO and you're not, and that's it.
Yeah. That's it.
Because even the teams that are like on the fringes, you think of like a Brighton are a fucking joke defense. You can't talk about them. But even like a Bournemouth and a Fulham, they have horrible fixtures.
Yeah,
nightmare fixtures.
And they find a way to concede every single game.
Both of those teams find a way to concede. But like both of them also, if they just
game.
had like banger fixtures, I'd be in. I'd be like, yeah, you could get a Fulham defender and feel okay about it. But
they would need 3 really good fixtures in 4
or at
for
least
that to
like
even
2
qualify.
Home bankers, and then you sit them in the other 2, but they don't have none of that.
Yeah.
So
so I mean, we're identifying really, right? We're talking about Villa, City, and Newcastle are the 3 teams I think in our trust tree of they're competent and have something to play for.
Yeah.
So those are picks you want.
And don't have terrible fixtures.
Yeah, fine. I mean, the other one is like which teams can produce beach games that you might want a player from.
Well, that's where we get into like the
Spurs of the world. Well,
Spurs
not even
and like Brentford kind of vibe of
Brentham is definitely Spurs are not because and same with Chelsea. Like they also have the fucking Europe games. Also,
you
so
can't trust
United.
any Spurs player or United player to start and stay on the pitch at halftime.
Yeah, like Brighton Brighton are horrendous. Everton are horrendous. Western are terrible. I think actually, even though Western are terrible, Bowen is a good beach. Bowen like all their games, Bowen just scores points.
What's the equivalent of Bowen in baseball? He just gets 600 at bats every year. He plays 162 games every year, and he just produces.
Cal Ripken.
Yeah, like literally, he just produces stuff. Counting stats are his thing, and he never gets hurt, and he's always there and plays 90. It's just he's a machine, absolute fucking machine.
Brentham, Bowen, Wolves, I think.
They're having fun.
Yeah.
Which you like. You want the team that's having fun and the vibes are good if you're going to just trust one of these teams.
It's unfortunate they play City this week because, I mean, if that was like 38, because then they have Brighton Palace. And,
their other fixtures are exploitable in the fun kind of way, like 3-3 kind of psycho games.
Yeah, totally. So, I mean, Wolves could give you some beach games with picks.
Yeah. Brentford, I like Brentford's makeup and their fixtures. Home United, who, on the precipice of rotation, whatever. Away Ipswich, home Fulham, away Wolves. There's fucking goals in those games.
Yeah,
Wissa, Bumo.
Yeah, like Wissa, Bumo. The one thing that's so annoying is that they play on Thursday. So they have 2 days off before their game.
Right. I keep forgetting there's another fucking game.
So like I don't know how bad that is. It's like
Thursday
feels really bad.
Night, and then they play on Sunday morning.
Yeah. Like it feels really bad.
2 days off is bad.
It's just like, I mean, Man United are going to be dealing with the same exact thing.
On the other hand, they have 11 days off, I think, before this NFO game. So at least they got a massive rest because they didn't play in the FA Cup. So maybe maybe that's fine, Yeah,
maybe it's fine. But yeah, I mean, Brenham, I like Wissa, Bumo, like double.
I like that.
Like those are like Wissa, Bumo, and Ollie were the 3 players I was like, these are the guys I would need to get in my team.
They're like under-owned and gonna like produce.
They're gonna play. Well. They're gonna be playing, you know, kind of thing.
And I like your Bowen shout too. I mean, home Spurs at Man United, home NFO at Ipswich. 90 in all those games. That's insane.
Yeah, that's good. That's
really, really good. Wow, yeah. I'm getting an itchy trigger finger over here. I want all these guys. How do I get them all in?
But I mean, I think that's pretty much it. Like I'm out on Fulham. I mean, Bournemouth just look like a bag of nerves. I don't know what they're doing. I mean, it's missing Evan Nielsen. Yeah, I mean, missing Evan Nielsen's gonna affect them. I mean,
Dango season.
Dango's back. Yeah, Dango's back on the menu. Dude, they have not been playing well either. Like they've been
today was a really odd game where they were physically just completely utterly dominating, and then the red card, and they're just like, okay, we're NFO now, and we're just gonna put 10 men behind the ball and let United just throw haymakers and hope they don't connect on one. It was ridiculous. It was like a relegation game. It was like
I feel like they're like they got really away with one because they had such a nice little patch, in the middle of the season
that they are not getting though.
It's a long, but do you know what else long patch? They've had, this is the last 10 games or whatever. They play Wolves, Brighton, Spurs, Brentham, Ipswich, Western, Fulham, Palace, Man United. Draw, win, draw, loss, draw, loss.
Insane.
That's relegation form. Like they have been in relegation form for 3 months.
Yep.
And they're bad. Like they're just bad right now.
Yep.
So I don't want anything to do with them either.
Yeah. Yeah. And the bad fixtures. I mean, away Arsenal, maybe it's bad, maybe it's good. I don't know. But home Villa, away City are definitely fucking bad. So
yeah, and they're fucking bad. So I don't want anything. And Fulham have also just been a dilapidated mess. Like they can't. They're just fucking. They're a fucking mess. I
it's
don't know.
Annoying
I don't know
that the fucking relegation teams play against each other because
there's like less fixtures.
Yeah, there's like less. Yeah, exactly. We're playing in the Bundesliga now. There's 18 teams.
Yeah.
Because I see Leicester home, Southampton. Oh, Southampton, Leicester. Oh, can't pick any of them. Everton have a home Ipswich and a home Southampton too. The last 4. Is it fucking live and let and die season? The Beto season?
Everton or
Moyes
another team that doesn't exist. Like it's amazing how
they were so useless.
Teams don't exist.
They were so bad.
It's just, there are basically 6 teams in the league right now that we play FPL with.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking around and I don't really see much else.
Yeah.
Oh, the last question we got was from D. It's kind of a retrospective question. He said, were Cunha and Aït-Nouri the obvious picks for game week 34 in the put yourself in the position to get lucky and not fucked category? Or is it just Wolves are in form and Leicester are diabolical? Or is that just hindsight?
I'm not too sure about what the question is.
Me neither.
Okay.
But they were very obvious picks for very obvious reasons. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, Wolves are coming off 5 wins in a row.
They've been great.
And they're playing the worst team in the league. So obviously the pen save, you cannot adjudicate for that.
Yes.
And if that went the way it should have gone, Aït-Nouri got 5 points. And you're like, oh, okay, whatever. But
right. But Cunha, on the other hand, has just been... Whenever he starts games, he gets great points. He gets the same points as fucking Saka when he starts. Yeah. And so he's starting against the worst team in the league. That's good.
Yeah. Yeah. And, but no, I mean, you were supposed to have 3 Wolf players in your team. And I don't know if I saw a team that didn't. That was
everyone did.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't see many Munetzis, but, that's another thing.
Yeah.
I think that's basically it, unless there's any other shit we want to talk about or something. But we got the Thursday game.
I'm off for my life.
Yeah, you're off. I got Derek on Thursday.
Okay,
and that'll be after the NFL Brenham game with a quick turnaround for a Friday game. I don't know where they just throw a fucking Friday game. Yeah, I'll do a stream right into the deadline. I think on Friday.
Okay.
I'll solo stream that. Which I guess.
Maybe I'll hop on from the hotel. We'll see where I'm at.
Yeah, we'll see. Well, but that might be useful when we might get a city leak. That'd be good if someone wants to punt on some horrible city mid. Yeah, that's about it. Anything else we didn't cover? As the episodes get shorter and shorter, and there's less and less teams to pick from.
I finally got my fucking flight change. Dude, the flight shit's been insane.
Yeah,
Milwaukee shit.
I haven't even looked at a flight yet.
Every 2 weeks, I get an email that they changed the itinerary. When I
never had that happen in my life.
And now the flight is so unrecognizable from what I originally booked. So that's why I told you. I called. I just canceled it. I'm just not going to Milwaukee. I'm going to Chicago both ways. And
oh my God. Okay.
I was talking to
I should probably book my flight.
I was talking to some Indian fellow from American Express.
Yeah.
Hub. And he hooked me up. But he's like doing it all on the phone. And I'm just like, it's like, this is going to be like, how much does this cost? It's like, I got you, dude. I'm like, okay. It's just like, you'll get an email later. I'm like, what do you mean I'm going to get an email later? He's like,
Isn't
you'll get a
weird?
voucher. It's like, you'll get a voucher because it's cheaper. I'm like, what do you mean a voucher? Like, what are you talking about?
I've had that experience recently also where we have a totally normal phone conversation. This is all we used to do when we had to dispute anything ever. And I feel really uncomfortable. I'm like, can't you send me the email right now so I can see it?
Before I hang up, confirm.
Yeah, I'm like, is this call being recorded? What if it doesn't go through?
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck? But that's just how they do things still. I don't know.
Yeah. And it worked. It confirmed because I got the email.
You got the email.
We're good.
There we go. Confirmed. Yeah. Any last words, brother?
I'll see you not tomorrow.
I'll see you in a week from tomorrow.
Whoa, dog.
Whoa, bro. Check us out at FMLFPL.com. Follow us on Twitter at FMLFPL Sports Media.com/FMLFPL Future.